When I discovered that my best friend's boyfriend was cheating on her with his brother, I immediately told my best friend. My best friend immediately broke up with the other party. But when her boyfriend asked for the reason, my best friend betrayed me. She said, "Chloe has already told me all your nasty things. She said you are disgusting. Can you stop pestering me?" So, her boyfriend held a grudge against me. One late night, her boyfriend stabbed me to death in an alley. When I opened my eyes again, I went back to the day when I discovered my best friend's boyfriend was cheating. Chloe, you are so mysterious. What do you want to tell me? When Mia's coquettish voice reached my ears, I realized that I had been reborn. At this moment, the numerous scars on my body had become completely intact, and the bone-piercing pain had completely disappeared. At this moment, I was still the healthy Mia as before. At this time, Mia Kopau Alsislai said to me again, "Chloe, tell me quickly. Don't keep me in suspense. Why should I tell her? And let her tell on me to her boyfriend again, and let me be killed again? In my previous life, after I saw Mia's boyfriend Leo and his brother coming out of the hotel hand in hand, I was so angry that I felt that my good friend Mia had been deceived by him. In order to save Mia's life and prevent Mia from becoming a gay man's wife, I specially took pictures of them and then showed them to Mia. Only then did Mia break up with Leo. Unexpectedly, Leo kept pestering her. In order to get rid of Leo, Mia betrayed me. She said disgustedly, "Chloe has already told me all your nasty things. She said you are psychologically abnormal and disgusting. Can you stop pestering me?" Leo's self-esteem was severely damaged. So, one day after I worked overtime, he ambushed in the alley on my way home from work and stabbed me to death. While stabbing, he questioned me. "Was it you who told Mia about my affairs? Why do you meddle in my business? I am psychologically abnormal? I am disgusting? I think it is people like you who discriminate against others who are disgusting. People like you deserve to die." I only told Mia about discovering that Leo was gay. If it wasn't her who informed on me, who else could it be? At first, I couldn't figure out why she did this. After all, we had been good friends for more than 10 years. Moreover, I had helped her. There was no reason for her to harm me on purpose. But when I met Leo's almost crazy eyes, I understood. Mia just wanted to push me out to be her shield. She knew Leo's paranoia, so she wanted to get rid of Leo as soon as possible. But Leo was determined not to let her go. In order to ensure her own safety, Mia betrayed me. After all, as long as Leo killed me, he would be sentenced to death. Then she wouldn't have to worry about her own safety. She wanted to exchange my life for her own peace in the rest of her life. Reborn. I refused to be this wronged person. Let Mia endure the hardships, she should endure herself. Anyway, I don't care anymore, I said with a smile. What I want to tell you is, I got a promotion. Mia, my efforts have finally been rewarded. After all, I invited her out on the grounds that I wanted to tell her an important thing. If I say now that nothing actually happened, in case she finds out the truth by herself later, she will definitely suspect me. So now I must find a suitable reason to get over this matter. After thinking about it, only the reason of my promotion is the most suitable. Her mind is relatively sensitive. Every time I shared happy things with her before, she would first show an envious look, and then be sentimental, lamenting that she didn't have such good luck. Over time, I stopped sharing these things with her. Even the matter of my promotion and salary increase, I didn't tell her. Now, this can be used as an excuse. Sure enough, as soon as Mia heard it, the big grin on her face immediately closed. She said with a forced smile, "Congratulations, Chloe. This is really a great thing. I am happy for you." Then, as if thinking of something unhappy, she frowned and sighed again. Alas, unlike me, we graduated at the same time. You have already achieved something in your work, but I am still the lowest level worker. I really envy you. We are really different fates. She was still like before, attributing all the difficulties she encountered to the unpredictability of fate. She seemed to have forgotten that when she was busy falling in love, I was busy working on my career. When she was dating her boyfriend, I was contacting customers. When she was writing long texts to her boyfriend, I was busy writing plans. The reason why I live better than her is just because I work harder than her. However, I don't intend to refute her. Let her think whatever she wants. Anyway, it's not me who suffers losses. What she wastes is her own life. I just smiled and teased. I envy you too. You easily found such a handsome and wealthy boyfriend like Leo. If I were as lucky as you, I would also be too lazy to work hard. When Leo was mentioned, Mia's cheeks blushed a little. She nodded with a smile. That's true. Too, when Leo was mentioned, Mia seemed to suddenly think of something. She slapped her forehead and exclaimed, "Oh, I almost forgot. Tomorrow is the 100-day anniversary of my relationship with brother Leo. I haven't bought him a gift yet. Chloe, accompany me to go shopping and pick out a gift for brother Leo." Coincidentally, we are now in a coffee shop. Next to it is a shopping mall, which is quite convenient. Speaking of which, Mia attaches great importance to Leo. For a 100-day anniversary gift, I think spending a few hundred yuan is just a token. But she doesn't think so. Instead, she goes to luxury stores to pick. Seeming to have seen the confusion in my eyes, she explained, "You don't understand. My brother Leo is not used to those cheap things and only likes to use expensive ones. Since it's a gift, I can't give something too shabby. Right? Besides, brother Leo will definitely not let me suffer losses. A gift he gives me will definitely be more expensive than what I give him." She visited several stores and finally picked a postman bag at LV. The price of one bag is equivalent to her 4 month's salary. However, when it was time to pay, she had some problems. She said in surprise, "Oh, why is my phone out of power? What should I do now?" As she spoke, she also glanced at me intentionally or unintentionally, as if asking for help. This is her usual trick. When we go shopping together, she always intentionally or unintentionally asks me to pay. Sometimes she says her phone is out of power, and sometimes she says her phone is stuck. Since it's just a few yuan for milk tea or a dozen yuan for a taxi fare, and our relationship was really good before, I basically never cared about it. But today, is she a bit too much? For a men's bag with more than 10,000 yuan, which is still a gift she wants to give to her boyfriend, she actually wants me to pay? Seeing that I didn't move, she simply said it directly. "Chloe, can you pay for it first? I will pay you back as soon as I go home and charge my phone." Oh, she said the same thing before. But after going home, she directly forgot about it. If I reminded her, she would instead blame me for being petty. I don't believe a word she says now. I ignored her and turned to look at the sales clerk. "Excuse me, do you have a charger here?" Under Mia's resentful eyes, the sales clerk took out several chargers and thoughtfully plugged in Mia's phone for her. After charging, Mia finally reluctantly paid. She paid 2,000 yuan on WeChat, 5,000 yuan on Alipay, and 10,000 yuan on the bank card. It took her a long time to pay for the whole bag. 3. She was still feeling distressed. Unexpectedly, as soon as she went out, she bumped into her boyfriend Leo, and Leo's boyfriend Andrew. At this moment, Leo was holding Andrew's hand. In Leo's other hand, he was holding in her mesh shopping bag. Looking at Andrew, his expression was full of doting. As soon as he saw Mia, the smile on Leo's face froze. He asked in surprise, "Mia, why are you here?" Then, as if thinking of something, he let go of Andrew's hand like an electric shock. Although Andrew was a little dissatisfied, he didn't say much. The relationship between the two was so obvious. I thought that even if Mia was stupid, she could see it. Unexpectedly, Mia didn't seem to think much about it at all. Her eyes were all on the Hermes shopping bag in Leo's hand. She first couldn't help but let out a scream. She took the Hermes bag from Leo's hand and then asked in surprise. "Ah, brother Leo. Is this a 100-day anniversary gift you bought for me? We have only been together for 100 days. And you gave me Hermes. You are so good to me. Right?" After Mia finished speaking, a trace of confusion flashed across Leo's face. He subconsciously asked, 100-day anniversary? Mia nodded. Yes. Tomorrow is our 100-day anniversary. Brother Leo. You won't forget it. Will you? Leo finally reacted. He nodded hurriedly. Of course I won't forget. Baby. Today I specially asked Brother Andrew to accompany me to pick out a gift for you. This bag was picked out by Brother Andrew for you. But, then, Leo took back the Hermes bag in Mia's hand. But, since the anniversary is tomorrow, we also need some sense of ceremony. I will give you this gift tomorrow. After getting the bag, Leo looked at Andrew's face as black as charcoal and smiled ingratiatingly. Andrew's face finally turned from cloudy to sunny. But Mia didn't notice the small actions of the two at all and was still immersed in happiness. She said shyly, Okay. Brother Leo. You are so considerate? Then I will also give you your gift tomorrow. For a few days later, I really saw Mia carrying in her mess bag. She carried the bag and showed off in front of me. Chloe, look what I said. I said that Brother Leo will definitely not let me suffer losses. Right? Sure enough. As soon as I gave him an LV, he gave me in her mess in return. When she said these words, her nostrils were almost turned up to the sky. But I just found it funny. Because this bag in her hand is too obviously fake. Obviously. Leo didn't want to give her the bag he bought for Andrew. Just to deal with her. He didn't know where he got a fake one. But Mia actually regarded it as a treasure. However, I didn't want to remind her. I just pretended to be envious and said, Wow. Your boyfriend is so good to you. He is really a perfect man. Mia became even more proud after hearing this. She said with a smile. Of course. Chloe. Let me tell you. You should also find a man and get married soon. Although you probably can't find someone as excellent as my brother Leo, it's still better than being alone. Yes. Yes. Who is as excellent as your brother Leo? He has both one husband and one wife. He is really a winner in life. I just said perfunctorily. I'm not in a hurry. The original intention was to not pick up Mia's topic anymore and make her shut up. Unexpectedly, Mia didn't hide her sarcasm at all. You are not in a hurry? You are already 25. If you are not in a hurry, you will become an older leftover woman. Looking at Mia's malicious eyes, I suddenly wondered how I became best friends with such a person in the first place. I said coldly, older leftover woman. 25 years old. Are you serious? Mia said it as a matter of course. Although you are only 25 now, it will take you 1 year to find a partner. 1 or 2 years to fall in love. 1 year to prepare for marriage. And 1 year to prepare for pregnancy. By the time you want to have a baby, won't you be in your 30s? You will almost become an elderly pregnant woman. Don't you have to be in a hurry from now on? What kind of fallacy is this? Looking at her face, I said amusingly. So do you mean that all those years I spent studying and working so hard were just to have a baby before I was 30? In your eyes, is a woman just a reproductive tool? Mia pouted and seemed a little unhappy. Why are you saying it so harshly? I am doing this for your own good. It's really a waste of good intentions. I had a great thing and wanted to bring you along, and let you share it. Is this how you repay me? I was really confused by her. So I subconsciously asked. Good thing? As soon as I finished speaking, a meaningful smile appeared on Mia's face. She came close to me and asked mysteriously. What do you think? How is Andrew beside Brother Leo? A warning bell rang in my heart immediately. Isn't she trying to matchmake? Trying to match me with a gay man? Sure enough, Mia's next sentence verified my guess. Brother Leo said that Andrew's family is also urging him to get married. His mother can't wait to hold a grandchild. Andrew thinks you are very good. Do you want to get along with him and try? In this way, you will also solve your problem of being an older leftover woman, and Andrew will also solve his problem of being urged to marry by his parents. It's a win-win situation. I quickly refused. No. I'm not suitable for him. Unexpectedly. Mia laughed. Chloe. Don't be self-based. Although Andrew is handsome and his family is rich, you really seem unworthy of him. But don't worry. Andrew is a very good person. He won't dislike you. His parents like the virtuous wife and good mother type like you. When you cook a meal for his parents, with your cooking skills, his parents will definitely accept you. Good heavens. I really call it good heavens. She really stepped on all my minefields. She belittled me completely but praised Andrew to the sky. She tried to brainwash me, saying that it is my blessing for a lowly person like me to marry Andrew. I should give birth to children for him and be a cow and a horse for his whole family to repay his kindness. Absurd. Extremely absurd. I sneered. It's not that I am unworthy of him, but that he is unworthy of me. Why do you think that as an executive like me, I would look up to such a useless unemployed person like him? Yes. His family may have a little money, but they won't give it to me. Then why should I rush to please his parents? Mia. I have no grudge against you. Why are you harming me? Since Mia had already said so much, there was no need for me to save face for her. Mia's face flushed red because of my rebuttal. Chloe. You will regret it. Andrew is so good. Many women are lining up to marry him. I wanted to give you this good thing because you are my good sister. I didn't expect you to be so ungrateful. After saying that, she glared at me, and turned around and ran away. She seemed to be very angry with me. Is she really sincerely doing this for my own good? Of course not. That night, I saw a post posted by Mia. I introduced my affectionate male second lead to my best friend, but she didn't appreciate it at all. In general, her boyfriend loves her very much. Her boyfriend's good brother also loves her very much. Just for brotherly love, he had to give up and silently guard her from the side. Now, she is going to marry her own boyfriend, but she can't bear to let her boyfriend's good brother live alone forever. So, very kindly, she introduced her older single best friend to her boyfriend's good brother in order to make everyone happy. Good heavens. I really call it good heavens. Matching literature? For the sake of making her, affectionate male second lead, not alone. My poor best friend should sacrifice herself. Right? Sure enough. Most of the comments in the commentary are making fun of her. Are you obsessed with novels? Lol. You really think you are the heroine of a novel? Even a gold miner can't dig out such pure divine gold. Mia didn't care at all, and said that everyone was just jealous of her. She would also personally fight with netizens. For example, when someone in the commentaries sarcastically said to her, "Does your male second lead know that he likes you?" She replied, "Of course he knows. Every time my boyfriend has an intimate act with me, he will be jealous and look at my boyfriend with a cold look. It feels like they can fight for me at any moment. Do you think he likes me?" She guessed right about being jealous. But she guessed wrong about the object of jealousy. After all, Andrew doesn't like her. Instead, he likes her boyfriend Leo. Someone else also confronted her. Why do you have to choose your best friend? Did your best friend commit a crime? But she replied seriously, "I am doing this for her own good. Okay? My male second lead is handsome and his family conditions are good. He is more than enough to match her. Okay?" Of course. There are also little girls who are really attracted by the image of the affectionate male second lead in her mouth. A little girl asked her, "Sister, since your best friend doesn't want it, then give me your male second lead's contact information. I am willing to get along with him." I was startled. Just as I wanted to persuade this little girl not to be so impulsive, I saw Mia's cold reply. "No. The reason why I introduced my best friend to the male second lead is because my male second lead said that he will never like her. So I will match them up. In this way, even if they get married, I will always have a place in the male second lead's heart. The future wife of the male second lead can only be her. So that's it. She wants to introduce a woman who he will never fall in love with to Andrew in order to make herself his white moonlight forever. But she thinks too much. Her male second lead doesn't mean he will never like me. He will never like any girl. What he has always liked is only Mia's boyfriend Leo. As soon as Mia said this, she was scolded even worse. The enthusiastic greetings to her relatives in the commentary finally made her unbearable. She cursed "You are just jealous," and then deactivated her account and ran away. Since I had a falling out with Mia last time, Mia and I haven't talked anymore. It seems that in order to anger me, she tirelessly shows off her happy life on moments. Brother bought me another Hermes. Oh, I already have so many bags, but he still insists on buying me one. He is so spoiling me. Right? Some people think that getting a promotion means they are superior. Little do they know that their monthly salary may not even be able to buy one of my bags. I advise some people not to be too arrogant. How can your 10 years of hard study compare to 3 generations of my boyfriend's family being in business? Women are not valuable when they are older. If you don't find a partner quickly when you are young, who will want you when you are older? Sometimes, it's quite helpless to scroll through moments alone. I scroll through moments just for entertainment, not to see these shocking remarks to pollute my eyes. I don't want to get involved in her messy affairs. Nor do I want to see her showing off those fake bags her boyfriend gave her. Nor do I want to see her provocations to me. I just want to stay away from her and quietly watch her self-destructs. I didn't reply to her. Instead, I silently blocked her. Because I was afraid of waking her up by scolding her. What if she found out that the bag her boyfriend gave her was fake and she refused to marry him? After all, I still want to watch them get married and have children. Mia and I work in different departments of the same company and basically have no interaction at ordinary times. But recently, she has started to come to our department every day. Because she has a sycophant in our department. The girl is called Penny. She had eaten with us when Mia and I were still on good terms. At first, we had a good relationship. But after I outperformed her in work everywhere, she changed and began to sarcastically mock me. So we became estranged. At that time, Mia also gossiped about her with me. Unexpectedly, now their relationship has become good. I have become an outsider. Penny getting together with Mia is on the one hand to stimulate me. And on the other hand, it is for Andrew. Because Mia had promised her that she would introduce the handsome and wealthy Andrew to her. Penny was moved as soon as she saw Andrew's photo. So she tried every means to please Mia every day. Constantly blowing rainbow farts to her. And also helping Mia squeeze me implicitly and explicitly. Mia, you are so kind. Much better than some people. Some people are really conceited. She doesn't even want someone as good as brother Andrew. Who does she think she is? A fairy? I dare not say I am a fairy. But if I compare with her, I still have some confidence. As the name suggests, Penny is plain looking. Otherwise, Mia wouldn't be at ease introducing her to Andrew. Looking at their affectionate appearance now, I am very curious. What will their relationship be like if Penny finds out later that Andrew likes men? TSK. Just thinking about it is exciting. 7 Penny became Andrew's girlfriend as she wished. Later, the 2 couples got married on the same day. Because Penny is a colleague in our department and my subordinate, I have to attend no matter what. Their 4-person wedding was very special. It didn't seem like the wedding of 2 couples. Instead, it was like the stage of Leo and Andrew. Except for a few wedding photos with Penny and Mia on the big screen. It was all videos of Leo and Andrew from childhood to adulthood, including all their memories of playing basketball and graduating together. They both cried when they watched. After the VCR was played, they also sang the song Brotherhood together. When they sang, the way they looked at each other was full of affection. In contrast, Penny and Mia, the two brides, became the background. But they didn't seem to care at all. When watching Leo and Andrew sing, they were still there being infatuated, grinning foolishly. They looked at each other as if to say, "We have such good taste." After the wedding, Mia deliberately pulled Penny to show off in front of me. "Chloe, you regret it now, right? You didn't want such an excellent man like Andrew. Now, he is Penny's. Even if you regret it, it's too late." Penny also looked at me with a smug look. She echoed, "It's too late. Brother Andrew said he likes me. You will never have a chance again." Little did she know how cold Mia's eyes were when she said this sentence. In Mia's eyes, Andrew is her affectionate male second lead. He should not and cannot like others, including Penny, his nominal wife. How ridiculous. Before I even said anything, they became estranged first. Their friendship is really fragile. Since that's the case, then I don't mind adding fuel to the fire for them. I chuckled. Then congratulations, Penny. You finally found the other half who only has eyes for you. However, since you have already got married, you have to start working. Remember to send me the project plan before 8 am tomorrow. It will be hard for you to work overtime tonight, since I am Penny's superior. It's not too much to ask her to work overtime during her marriage leave, right? Penny was immediately annoyed. I am on my honeymoon leave. You actually asked me to do a plan? I spread my hands. So what? Penny looked at Mia for help. Only then did Mia come to her senses and start speaking for Penny. Chloe, are you being a bit too much? Penny is on her wedding night tonight. How can you make her stay up late to do a plan? I said impatiently. This plan is actually Penny's work task before her vacation. But she hasn't completed it yet. We can't delay the company's progress just because she got married. Right? Otherwise, you do it for her? Mia can speak for her, but she will never do things for her. After all, tonight is also her wedding night. She is not willing to sacrifice her precious time to help Penny work. So, Mia dodged her eyes and refused. You still have to do your own work. What Penny doesn't know is that I am actually helping her. With the experience of my previous life, I naturally can't risk revealing Andrew's secret of liking men. Otherwise, it may bring me trouble. What I can do is to find something for Penny to do tonight so that she won't have sex with Andrew right away. She had only met Andrew a few times briefly before, so she knew very little about Andrew and got married too in a muddled way. I thought that after this incident, she had a whole night to spend with Andrew. If she checked his phone or computer when Andrew was asleep, maybe she could find the truth. But I thought too much. Penny didn't seriously do the plan I required at all. Instead, she directly gave me a very sloppy plan made with AI. It might have taken only half an hour in total, and it was completely unusable. She blocked her own way. After marriage, Penny, like Mia, started to show off her little life. Andrew, like Leo, loves to give his wife fake bags to make her happy. Penny will also show off these fake bags like Mia and treat them as treasures. However, what troubles them both is that their husbands are always very busy. Leo and Andrew are now engaged in entrepreneurship. They usually need to run business all over the place. Only on the days when their wives are in ovulation will they stay at home. Penny has complained about this. Brother Andrew is too busy and has no time to accompany me. Mia also comforted her. They are also doing this to give us a better life in the future. Otherwise, who would be willing to work hard outside every day? We have to understand them and be their virtuous wives. Now money is not easy to earn. The capital chain of his company is almost broken. I took out my betrothal gift and gave it to him before finally filling this hole. Otherwise, all their efforts will be in vain. Penny, you also have to understand Andrew. Lol. Are they really working hard? I think they are having a great time. Under the guise of entrepreneurship, they spend every day having fun and eating delicious food with their true loves outside. At home, There are wives who are willing to give birth to children for them, and take care of their parents. Even the wives voluntarily take out betrothal gifts to help them. Usually, they don't spend much money on them. Buying some fake bags can easily please them. So great. Penny was extremely surprised. Brother Henry didn't tell me about this at all. Hearing this, a trace of sadness flashed across Mia's face. She must be sad. After all, her carefully chosen husband used her betrothal gift when he encountered difficulties. But her affectionate male second-in-law protected Penny so well that he didn't even tell her about this. In comparison, she seems a bit miserable. But soon she returned to normal and said, "He probably doesn't want you to worry. So he wants to shoulder everything by himself." Penny was still puzzled. But isn't his family quite rich? How could he not be able to take out such a small amount of money? Mia said again, "That's their parents' money, not theirs. They must want to support their families through their own abilities. Oh, they are really good at brainwashing themselves." Her words can't deceive any normal adult woman. But Penny was deeply moved. Woo woo woo. How can my brother Andrew be so good? No, I have to be as good to him. I will transfer my betrothal gift to brother Andrew right now to help him through this difficult time. As soon as she said it, she directly picked up her phone and transferred money to Andrew. After seeing that Penny really transferred all her 100,000 or so betrothal gifts to Andrew and Andrew accepted it without hesitation, Mia's face looked better. Compared to seeing her sister's happy marriage, she is more willing to see that Andrew doesn't love Penny so much. After all, Andrew is her affectionate male second-led. Even if she doesn't marry Andrew, she is also unwilling to see Andrew fall in love with other girls. Of course, she worries too much. Because Andrew will not love any woman. What he loves has always been only Leo. 9 soon. Mia and Penny were both pregnant. Leo and Andrew were overjoyed and treated them even better. Not only did they not let them do housework, but they also asked their parents to take good care of their daily lives. Mia and Penny were extremely proud. My brother Leo said that I am the hero of their family, and his benefactor. He will definitely remember my kindness in the future. My brother Andrew also said the same thing. He said thank you for my dedication. He has nothing to repay me. Lol. I didn't ask him to repay me. Why is he so touched? Both of them were immersed in beautiful love and couldn't extricate themselves. Only I know why the two men said these things. Of course, it's to thank them for sacrificing their wombs and giving birth to a child for themselves and their loved ones. If both children are born safely, then they will be happy. Not only did they wash away the suspicion of being gay through marriage, but they also got their own children. In the future, they can use the reason of not wanting their children to be wronged to refuse to remarry. From then on, they can be with their true loves forever. No wonder they are so excited. However, their wishful thinking fell through. In the 3rd trimester of pregnancy, Penny accidentally found a hickey on Andrew's neck, and she was immediately stunned. After calming down, she took the opportunity to check Andrew's phone. This check really let her find some clues. Although Andrew had deleted everything cleanly, just when she was about to give up, she suddenly received a text message. Lovers theme hotel reservation successful. Order information, warm water bedroom with bathtub. 1 room. Check-in time, 2020 for 8:26. Hotel phone number, skinks. Penny was naturally resentful. She was pregnant with great difficulty. But her husband betrayed her at this time. How could she not hate him? However, she didn't make a fuss. After all, just a text message is not enough evidence. Maybe Andrew will still deny it. In that case, she can only swallow her anger. So, she didn't make a fuss. Instead, she called Mia and asked her to go with her to catch him cheating. Then Mia could be her witness. Mia agreed very readily. It seemed that she was quite happy. After casually comforting Penny a few words, she was eager to accompany Penny to catch the adulterer. Penny's original intention was to ask Mia to record a video for her. But Mia said that if she recorded a video and the phone was snatched away, then there would be no evidence at all. It's better to live stream. Only in this way can Andrew no longer be able to deny it. Penny thought what Mia said made sense. Yes. I have to teach him a lesson and let him know that I am not easy to mess with. In this way. After Mia and Penny got the room where Andrew was from the front desk, they rushed in holding their phones. However, after Mia excitedly entered the room, she was stunned. Because the person lying naked on the bed with Andrew was not some other woman at all, but her dear husband, Leo. Mia burst into tears immediately. Leo. You actually. How can you be so disgusting? It's bad enough that you betrayed me. But you are having an affair with Andrew. A man. Aren't you ashamed? TSK. Why does this sound so familiar? Leo was still panicked at first. After hearing this, he was instantly angry. I am disgusting? People like you who discriminate against others are disgusting. Okay? Don't think I don't know. You are with me just for my money. Gold digger. Unlike Andrew. He and I are truly in love. Compared to Andrew, you are much more disgusting. After saying that, he spat at Mia in disgust. Mia immediately collapsed to the ground. She covered her stomach with a painful expression. Her facial features were all wrinkled together and her face became extremely pale. It hurts. My stomach hurts so much. Leo still thought she was acting. He said impatiently, Don't pretend. This trick doesn't work on me. Until Andrew exclaimed in surprise. Blood. She is bleeding. Only then did Leo notice that bright red blood was flowing out from under her skirt and was spreading along her calf. Only then did Leo panic and hurriedly sent Mia to the hospital. Mia lost her child. Not only that, her uterus was also removed and she lost her fertility forever. Penny also lost her child. She chose to have an abortion on her own because she was not willing to leave the blood of Andrew. A liar. And was not willing to be tied to Andrew forever because of this child. The two children of Leo and Andrew were gone overnight. Their painstakingly planned scheme ultimately failed. Later, Penny proposed divorce to Andrew. Leo also proposed divorce to Mia. Andrew agreed. But Mia didn't. Why? You cheated on me, and tricked me into giving birth to a child for you. Now I have not only got married, lost my betrothal gift, had an abortion, but also lost my fertility. But you want to leave just like that? There is no such a good thing. Leo was very impatient. Then what exactly do you want? Mia said angrily. Either compensate me with 500,000 yuan and I will divorce you. Or we can just muddle along like this and neither of us will let the other go. Leo was furious. You exposed my privacy online, and made me and Andrew become the laughingstock of others. Now you still want money? Are you crazy about money? Not to mention 500,000 yuan. He didn't even want to give her 50,000 yuan. Because of Mia's live stream, his affair with Andrew had become known to everyone. He was so angry that he could explode. How could he be willing to give Mia money? Of course. It was also impossible for him to continue his marriage with Mia. He married Mia only to let Mia give birth to a child for him. Now that Mia had lost her fertility, and he was extremely disgusted with Mia, how could he not want to divorce her? After comprehensive consideration, he chose to use means to force Mia to divorce. He first drove Mia, who had just been discharged from the hospital, out of the house. Then he asked his parents to use their connections to ruin Mia's career, and let Mia live on the streets penniless. Mia wanted to go to Penny. But Penny refused her. You introduced me to marry Andrew. You ruined me. How can you still have the face to come to me? Mia angrily quarreled with her. I ruined you? Clearly it's you who ruined me. Okay? If it weren't for you asking me to catch the adulterer at that time, I wouldn't have been stimulated to have a miscarriage and lose my fertility. Clearly it's you who ruined me. Penny sneered and spat out a sentence. You are sick. After saying that, she hung up her phone. Mia couldn't rely on anyone but herself. In desperation, Mia decided to sell the bags that Leo had given her before and exchange them for some money so that she could find a place to live. Unexpectedly, when she went to a second-hand luxury store, she learned that all the bags Leo had given her were fake. Later, when she was gnawing on a dry bun on the side of the road, she found that Andrew had already moved into her and Leo's wedding house. They were showing off their candlelight dinner on Moments. This was the last straw that crushed Mia. The next second, she dialed Leo's phone. "I agree to divorce you." Leo was very happy. "You finally came to your senses." "That's right. A marriage without love will not be happy. Divorce is a liberation for both of us. I have prepared the divorce agreement long ago. You can come home now, and we can sign it immediately. However, divorce is divorce. Don't think about my money." Mia, contrary to her usual behavior, didn't scold him. Instead, she nodded and agreed. "Okay, let's divorce now." However, she didn't leave immediately. Instead, she first went to the nearest supermarket and bought a fruit knife. Then she slowly returned to Leo's home. That night, Leo and Andrew lost their lives. After killing people, Mia remembered the things from her previous life. So she made the last call to me in the pool of blood. "Chloe, did you be reborn? In the previous life, you clearly knew that Leo was cheating on Andrew and you told me. That's why I didn't marry Leo. Why didn't you help me this life?" I just chuckled. "Because I have learned my lesson. Why should I help a heartless white-eyed wolf? Do you think you didn't die fast enough in the previous life?" Mia was so choked by me that she couldn't say a word. She finally understood that she couldn't blame anyone but herself. If it weren't for her sending her own savior to a desperate situation in the previous life, she wouldn't have ended up in such a situation in this life. Clearly it was herself who had harmed her like this. Later, Mia was sentenced to death. She finally paid the due price for the sins she had committed. 11 and like Mia, Penny still had a chance to choose. She returned to work at the company. After that incident, she also changed her temperament. She knew that men were unreliable. Only by relying on herself could she truly get what she wanted. She began to work conscientiously, and put all her thoughts on work. Slowly, her life also improved a bit. She also wanted to bury the hatchet with me and be friends with me. But I refused. It was already good enough for me to get along peacefully with her. If we took it a step further, I couldn't get over the hurdle in my heart. Later, I got promoted again. Because my workability was highly praised by the leader, I was transferred to the headquarters. My beautiful life is about to start from here.